Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to talk about the SPY death cross that has everybody all in an uproar right now. I just wanted to give my thoughts on it and opinion, and let you guys know, what this could mean for SPY. So before we get into it, just to briefly explain what they're talking about is when the 50-day moving average, that's this blue line here, crosses underneath this white line, which if I zoom out, this is the 200-day moving average. And these are both simple moving averages. And when the 50 crosses underneath the 200, that is considered the quote unquote death cross. And some traders will tell you, it's time to go short because we're heading down. Well, that might be true and it might not. Just like any other technical indicator, uh, there are times when it works and times when it doesn't. It's just that simple. And in my opinion, having a bias over something that's called a death cross it could be dangerous for you. And let me show you why. Um, so if you look here today or yesterday, I'm sorry, yesterday, we did the cross. We've got the MACD actually starting to cross up, which is a sign that possibly some momentum might be building. But we do have low volume, right? We had a spike in volume. Obviously, last week was just a crazy, crazy week. Um, and yesterday with the cross, it's just very low volume here. RSI is currently 46, so it's not terrible. It's not in the oversold category, but it's not great either, right? But it looks like it might be uh, turning a corner here. So if we look, let's go back actually. So if it's an indicator and if it's supposed to tell you what's going to happen, well, this is literally the last time that it occurred. And this was March 14th of 2022. This was on a Monday. And if you look at this, if you were to look at this chart on that Monday when it crossed over, well, this looks pretty bad. We've been heading in a downtrend here. It's creating a nice trend line going down. It looks like it's ready to break new lows, and it looks like it really just wants to drop here. And of course, then we get the death cross. I don't exactly recall what was happening here, but I do know this was right in the midst of what we now know as the bear market, which started really at the very beginning of 2022. And so things don't look good here. Death cross. Oh my God, world's gonna end. We're gonna go down. Everybody short SPY. And this is what would have happened. We just go here. We go to the next day. Oh, okay. Well, on Tuesday here, did a little gap up. Uh, no big deal though, right? It's just higher highs, higher lows. That doesn't mean anything though, right? I mean, we're still okay. We're gonna go down. Oh, okay, okay, all right. Now we got a hammer candle going up, and we really broke some further structure here. Okay, but we've got to go down though, right? Everybody said it was a death cross. Okay, all right, guys. All right. That's not funny anymore. Now look, we've broken the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. This is okay. All right, guys. Yeah, we're gonna come down though, right? Because it's a death cross. Let's go. Come on. All right. Okay, today. That'd be great. All right. Hey, look at this. Hey, finally, we have created a double bottom here for on April 26th. That only took a month and a half. Yeah, okay. All right, no, we're good. All right, here's the death cross. Only took a month and a half. We're good. I'm glad I still stayed in my short, which hopefully I didn't play weekly options because wowzers, I would have been burned immediately. Hopefully, I grabbed some time and or I'm just shorting the stock itself, and I didn't get stopped out of here, which would have been crazy if you did not. But let's just keep going. Okay, all right, yeah, no, that was good. That was good. We came up here. We made a lower high, lower low. All right, I like it. Okay, all right. This death cross thing is just getting to me. I'm just done with it. All right, I'm just gonna get out. Oh, all right. Now we broke. Now we're finally below the point of entry from the death cross. It only took 2.5 months. Great. I'm so glad I listened to that signal and all of the Furus online. Oh, this is good stuff. All right, now we finally broke down. Okay, I think you guys get the point there. Let's look at the one right before that happened. Okay. Whoops. Let's go back over here. So this was 2022. Last time it happened before that was 2020. And as you can already sort of see here, what's going to happen. So this was 2020. You know, put yourself in this. This was March of 2020. Again, March. And you know, the world was literally ending for some people, and it really felt like it was ending for a lot of us. And you know, lots of tragic events, lots of turmoil, uh, lots of volatility here, and just really an overall bad sense, bad feeling in the world that was happening here. Oh, and we get the death cross. Okay, uh, so you know, somewhat similar actually to what's going on now, where there's just very very nasty headlines happening. And if you look here on this one, we actually did have the MACD crossing up as well. RSI, not that great, pointing down. All right. But this could signal that we might even have a little bit of momentum happening here. Okay, so there we go. First candle. Oh no, all right. We didn't quite hit it. And actually, if you look here, look at this. This is the 1,000 day. The purple line is the 1,000 day simple moving average, and it is using that as a resistance at this point. Okay, so now we have some other criteria that we can say, you know what, look, we might be going down. We have some resistance. We have some resistance as well. And oh, sure enough, there we go. So if you're playing weekly options, let's see, this happened on a Friday. Let's just say you started shorting on Monday. So you know you had to wait till Wednesday. That's not too bad. You know, if you actually held on, it's highly unlikely that your stop even hit. So this actually could have been a quick little short play here, but kind of short lived, right? Now we're just chopping. Oh, now we made higher highs. Okay, now we broke through there. Right now it doesn't look good. So you had one candle. You had one candle where things actually kind of worked out for you. Good job. Good thing you listened to that death cross, right? It's a death cross, so we're gonna die. Spy's gonna die, and yeah, Spy's gonna die sometime, right? Is it? Well, let's just make short work of this here. Let's look at this. This is the death cross here for the COVID times, and you saw that quick little dip. Never looked back. Never looked back. So much for that death cross, right? Who's dying there? Okay, well, let's look at one. Uh, Previous to that, we've got 2018. Now this one here, we have the cross as well. And it actually, put this on the wrong one. It actually occurred on this candle. Okay. And sure enough, right away, we came and rejected that high from that candle. And we went down. This was not a good time for us here in terms of SPY. This in this particular case, this indicator actually did work. Okay. And this was actually a good short, and it came down here and it bounced perfectly, I'd say to the tick, off of the 1,000 day simple moving average here, and just skyrocketed. Okay. But this was a beautiful, beautiful short there. So this is one case where that indicator truly worked. So all I wanted to get at, guys, is that take everything with a grain of salt. right? Especially if you're doing short-term weekly options, things like that. Don't get burned. Don't get a bias in here that it's the death cross. We're gonna die. We're gonna go down. Let's full port or short. Don't be doing crazy things like that. Um, just be careful. Play what's given to you. Play the chart. Play what's in front of you, and don't stress over an indicator like this, especially these. This is the 50-day and the 200-day simple moving average, so they are slower. Okay, so this is in the past. They are lagging indicators. They're all lagging indicators, all of them. But these ones here are a little bit more lagging than others. Okay, so be careful, guys, and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comments, etc., etc.